This is the Hà Giang Loop, Vietnam's most famous motorbike adventure. 4 days, hundreds of kilometres of twisting mountain roads and some of the most dramatic scenery I've ever seen. It's steep, unpredictable and definitely not for beginners. Over the next few days I deal with police checkpoints, heavy rain and a few moments I really wasn't expecting, all while visiting some of the most iconic spots in Vietnam. Honestly, it might be the best 4 days of my life, definitely one of the best experiences I've ever had. This is my ride through the Hà Giang Loop, start to finish. So I'm just now leaving Hà Giang, where I've picked up my 50cc Beast, which I hired from Styles Motorbike Rentals. Now, Styles, I met them in Hanoi. They have motorbike rentals in Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, all over the country, and very, very reputable, highly recommended. So I spoke to them, they were good guys, and they said that the 50cc should be able to do, will be able to do the Hà Giang Loop. It's tuned to be able to handle the hills, and so far it feels good. It feels very responsive. I haven't got any major concerns so far. This is already obviously a lot more hilly than Da Nang was, with exception to the Hai Van Pass, and it's handling it very well. I've not really opened up the throttle, but it's clear that it's got a bit of poke to it. Hello.
50cc.
Yes.
Okay.
It's okay? Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So I just made my way through my first police checkpoint. They checked everything. They were happy with me. Let me on my merry way. So now I am leaving Hà Giang, and it is 35 minutes till the first, what is noted on my map as first good view of the Hà Giang Loop. So let's get out there, let's stretch the legs of this beast, let's see what she can do.
The Hà Giang Loop is one of the most incredible rides in Vietnam, but it is also one of the most challenging. The roads are steep, narrow and full of sharp bends, and it's definitely not recommended for inexperienced riders. To ride legally, you need both a valid motorbike licence and an international driving permit. Without these, you're technically limited to bikes under 50cc, and there are plenty of police checkpoints on the way out of Hà Giang enforcing exactly that. The reason for all the enforcement is simple. Every year people crash on these roads, and too many of those crashes end in tragedy.
So I just got stopped by the police for the fifth time on this route. So if you are thinking about winging it and not getting your international driving permit, or not riding a 50cc like I am, you will not get away with it. You will get caught. You will have your Hà Giang tour cut short before it's even started. So yeah, don't wing it, do it properly.
After a steep climb out of Tam Son, you reach Heaven's Gate Viewpoint, one of the highest points in the Hà Giang Loop. The roads getting here aren't easy. It's narrow, full of bends, and in parts the surface is pretty rough, but when you finally reach the top, it's one of those places that stops you for a second. From up here you can see the mountains stretch out in every direction, with tiny villages and winding roads dotted through the valleys below. It's a great place to pull over, grab a coffee and just take a break from the riding for a bit. The ride from Heaven's Gate towards Yên Minh has some of the best scenery on the loop, long winding stretches, open valleys and endless mountain views. There were so many places I could have stopped for photos and videos and to take in the view, but I was mindful of making progress because it's easy to lose track of time out there. I stopped at a few viewpoints along the way, grabbed some drone shots and then carried on towards Yên Minh. I ended the day at the Du Gia Mi homestay, $10 for a private room for the night. After a long day of riding I was absolutely shattered, so I had some food, a quick beer and called it an early night.
It is day 2 of the Hà Giang Loop, and the first day was a big success. Very happy with the progress yesterday. Saw Heaven's Pass, saw the other stops that I wanted to see. The 50cc bike held up. I got stopped 5 times by the police and I wasn't arrested once. So a successful day all round. And today I should be riding for about 6 to 7 hours, I believe. And there'll be lots of brilliant stops along the way. Lots of places that I can share some fantastic footage, some unbelievable scenery. Hope to get some good drone shots as well. And hopefully the 50cc holds up for the journey. She's doing fine so far, but we're early doors. There's still 3 days to go.
My first stop on day 2 was Lung Ho Panorama Viewpoint. It's a popular spot on the loop, and when I arrived there were already loads of bikes parked up and people taking in the view. It's easy to see why though, the scenery here is incredible. Definitely one of my favourite viewpoints on the loop so far. Coming up next, the iconic Unnamed Pass, one of the most famous sections of the Hà Giang Loop. A steep climb full of tight hairpin bends and sweeping views all the way to the top.
This is a cool spot, very, very popular. Lots of people taking pictures, taking in these incredible views. I say that a lot, don't I? Incredible views, amazing views, beautiful views. That's what they are.
Another scenic stop on the loop, the Unnamed Viewpoint. When I pulled up, a couple of Hmong lads were there playing bamboo flutes. Not something you expect to see halfway up a mountain, but that's what makes the Hà Giang Loop so good. You never quite know what's coming next. The route towards Đồng Văn took me across some pretty rugged terrain, long stretches of uneven road winding through the mountains. Every now and again I'd pass farmers leading their cows along the edge of the road, or groups of people walking between the villages. Proper mountain life up here.
2 kilometres away from Đồng Văn. Thank It's mad how you can enjoy these views when you're starting out, around every corner. Wow. But when your ass is numb, woo, don't care anymore. Just want to get to my hotel. Oh man, my ass is sore. Numb for the last hour of that. But that was cool. That was a good day. Excellent views, no issues with the scooter. It was good fun. So I'm going to relax here for 20 minutes, get some charge in my phone, sort my stuff out, and then head into Đồng Văn, find a bar, and have at least 2 beers.
Đồng Van's one of the main towns of the Hà Giang Loop. It's a small, lively place surrounded by mountains. You get a mix of locals, riders and backpackers all passing through, and it's a good spot to grab some food, fuel up and get ready for the next stretch of the loop.
Đồng Văn has been an unexpected treat, to be fair. I didn't know what the place was going to be like, but it's lovely. Loads of bars, loads of restaurants. My hotel's nice, cost me £9 for the evening, so I'm not complaining about that. Just had a lovely spaghetti bolognese, couple of beers. Time to head back to the hotel now, make sure I get another good night's sleep for another long day's exploring tomorrow. So it is now day 3 of the Hà Giang Loop, and I'm currently leaving Đồng Văn, and today is day 3, and today is supposed to be one of the most scenic days of this whole route, which I struggle to believe how it can get more scenic than it has already, but apparently it is. And I'm currently on the way to the Mã Pí Lèng Pass viewpoint, which is about 10 kilometers away, and this is supposed to have some spectacular views, so very much looking forward to that. Very much looking forward to another full day's ride, and I've got beautiful sunshine with me. Let's do it.
Next up was the Mã Pí Lèng Pass, another of the famous stretches of the Hà Giang Loop. The views from here are unreal, with the Nho Que River cutting through the valley below. And that's where I was heading next for a boat tour, but just as I started to ride down, the rain came in heavy. The heavens have opened for the first time since I've been on this Hà Giang Loop, but luckily Big Richie came prepared with a poncho purchased in Hanoi, so not only am I now dry, I'm also looking really good. Also had my waterproof phone case with me in my front pocket, ready for this exact eventuality. I've come prepared, I've got my shit together, nothing is stopping me today. Luckily the rain stopped, because next up was the Nho Que River tour, and in my opinion this is an absolute must-do part of the Hà Giang Loop. The river winds through a deep canyon surrounded by steep limestone cliffs, and the views are incredible. Possibly my favourite part of the entire trip. A lot of the organised Easy Rider tours actually skip this section, which is a real shame because it's so good. So doing the loop on your own means you can take in the time to experience it properly. Cruising along the river by boat is calm, quiet, and a nice change from the pace of riding. I finished the day in the town of Meo Vac, where I found a hotel for about $10. Basic, but just what I needed for the night.
So it is the last day of me riding the Hà Giang Loop, and what an experience it's been. I've got 147 kilometres to go today, 147 kilometres of this beautiful scenery, these beautiful rides, and I'm looking forward to it. Sat-nav saying it's going to take me about 3 hours and 35 minutes. I imagine it will take me a little bit more. I'm not the fastest thing on these roads. I like to take my time and take it all in. But I have once again been blessed with a beautiful day. The sun is shining, there isn't a cloud in the sky. It can change very quickly, but for now I'm making the most of it for sure. I'm going to take in all of this natural beauty around me and get myself to Hà Giang and make the most of this last day and everything that it's going to bring.
I decided I'd stop at another random viewpoint for a quick break, a coffee and an ice cream, and a few minutes later I was emotionally blackmailed by an infant. Are you trying to get my ice cream? Are you trying to get my ice cream? You've got bread. You've got bread. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, yes, take the ice cream, take the ice cream, take the ice cream. Definitely don't need a crying child on my watch. Come here, high five. Woo! On the final stretch of the ride before heading back to Hà Giang, I managed to squeeze in a final stop at this viewpoint for a quick coffee. This was the perfect place to take in the views one last time before wrapping up the loop.
Down some very rickety stairs to get to this viewpoint. I'm not sure that this is health and safety compliant, you know? All right, come on, let's do this. What's the worst that can happen, eh? Apart from falling to an untimely death, of course. I'm sure that's not going to happen. All right, okay, feels pretty solid. Feels pretty solid. This looks solid. It's fine. Oh, it's well put together. Vietnamese craftsmanship at its finest. I think this is going to be my last viewpoint of the Hà Giang Loop on my way back down. I've got about 45 minutes till I get back to Hà Giang City to drop off my scooter. And yeah, it's all downhill from here. And all I can say is what a fantastic 4 days it's been. It's not disappointed whatsoever. It's exceeded all my expectations. It's been absolutely brilliant, and I would thoroughly recommend it to anyone that is considering giving this a go, because every corner you turned round it just seemed to be another piece of unbelievable scenery, and it was just breathtaking all the way through. Really, really good fun. Really, really recommended. I enjoyed doing it on my own. I enjoyed going at my own pace, being able to ride the scooter myself and do the hills and the challenge that gave it. But again, most people are doing the guided tours, and that looked like a lot of fun as well. So whichever way you go about it, you're going to have a great time.
If you've enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Next up, I'm heading right to the border of China to see the incredible Van Droc Falls, one of the most stunning spots in all of Vietnam, and trust me, this is one you don't want to miss.